Have you guys ever seen a giant castle made entirely of ice? Not just ice, but diamond blocks too. Well, if you clicked on this video and you guys want to stay tuned, because this thing is pretty cool. No pun intended. But yeah, let's get into the episode. Hey guys, Corruption here. Welcome to episode 61 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play, the Christmas Special 2025. I still cannot believe it's been a year since I built this giant Christmas tree. I probably just forgot how this place looked, to be honest. Anyway, that was last year. Let's get into this episode. We're going to build an ice castle, and I'm going to build it somewhere in this giant ice biome. I don't really know where yet. I can't lie, these giant icebergs I'm seeing kind of look like the towers of my castle already. I'm thinking this is the spot, right here. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is just clear some space. This also will give me a lot of ice, which I'm going to need to build this thing. I am very sorry, Mr. Polar Bear, about destroying your house. I'll build you a big castle. I guess your remains can go into the ice castle. Okay, so I've been mining what seems like quite a long time. I really haven't made any progress. Look at this. I've got an entire shulker box of packed ice right here. I mean compressed ice. And it doesn't even look like I've really done anything. And I think what I'm going to have to do is mine out this entire iceberg right here. How does this guy manage to get into every single episode somehow? Yeah, I probably should have brought more shulker boxes. I've already filled up these two. Yeah, that should be enough shulker boxes. Why are you in here now? How did you even... It's not even the same one! Oh. Fair enough. Alright, and I believe once I just remove this area right in front of me right here, BAM! And there we go. I think that should be enough area cleared now. I definitely wasn't rudely interrupted in that jump cut of a polar bear. Stupid polar bear twice. No, 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 no! I'm in the middle of something. Let's get the foundations built and like start planning this thing, shall we? And the first thing I'm going to do is mark out the place for 4 towers in each corner. Okay, so I've marked out the points of some towers there. And at the front here, I kind of want like a fountain or something right here. I may have to destroy this. And now another thing I want to do, you see how there's all snow here and stuff? I want to remove all that, but also underneath, this is all packed ice. And I want that to be normal ice. And I don't actually have any normal ice really, so I'm going to have to go probably over here and just mine a bunch. And now let's try and change all of this to be normal ice. Alright guys, so I'm just mining some ice, and I see this. We'll get into that later on, guys. And finally, the entire floor is now ice. Now the next thing I want to do is build a nice fountain sort of out here somewhere. Probably around that kind of size. Change the plan, I made it slightly smaller. And I've also got a cool idea. I might want to extend this out a little bit further and just build like another mini tower there or something. So now we have a nice sort of layout of how this is going to look. So let's start building it up, I think. Starting off with a nice grand entrance right here. Some weird shape like that I think would be quite cool. Now I'm just going to build up these towers a lot of blocks high. I don't know how much. Alright, and those are the towers now basically built up a little bit further. I'm going to build these other two now. There we go, now it's kind of taking shape, right? Now on this bottom layer of like this entire thing, I just want to change it to be blue ice. I think I'll just add a nice little thing, I don't know. Now the next thing I want to do is start building these walls up a bit further. Alright, and there is my giant box with a cylinder in each corner. This will look like the thumbnail eventually, whatever the thumbnail looks like. And the next thing that I kind of want to do... Oh, okay. And the next thing that I kind of want to do... is place some snow here, make like a second floor kind of thing. And then up here, I'm going to build another couple towers with another entrance in the middle right here. I have no idea how I'm going to connect this up to like some staircase in the middle, but we'll figure it out. How have I managed to build that wrong then? There we go. Like I just said, a few towers somehow in these corners. I don't know how. I just realised like over there I got a really cool view of like a nice spruce village. Maybe next year I could transform that village into a winter wonderland. Alright, so it's been a little bit of time, but I've now just built up these weird looking towers and the walls as well. Maybe just like at the front here as well actually. I've got another idea. Why don't I just build this front part a bit higher up? I'm going to build like a snowflake kind of shape right here. I think I've built the rough outline of some kind of snowflake, but it just means that this castle is going to be a lot bigger than I first thought. And I think the next thing that I want to work on is making these towers have some kind of roof on them. What I'm going to do is make these one block taller. Then I'm going to get some blue ice and just extend it out by a block. And I'm just going to add a few more ice blocks like that maybe. So then it'll sort of fade up to the next level. Okay, so I've been working on the tower for a little while. I think the fade is good. I think it's just because the tower like at the bottom is so basic at the moment. But I will add like some windows and cool stuff. But I think that's alright. So now I think I'm just going to copy this to the other 3 like like things right here. Towers, that's what they're called. That is the second tower built. And I'm pretty sure that is now the third tower done. And that is now the fourth tower built. This thing is definitely coming together now. I think the next thing that I want to do is sort out these smaller towers. And this shouldn't take too long since I'm just going to basically do what I did up there, but just smaller. Yeah, something like that, I think. And so let's copy it onto this side. Boom! There we go. Oh, this thing is really coming together now. And now the next thing I want to do is like kind of make this wall have a bit more castle-like vibe to it, you know? Give me a second, guys. I'll figure out some cool pattern or something. Okay, and I think that kind of design there gives like a nice sort of extra detail to those walls. I think that'll do, you know? I'm just going to build like a bunch of these all over this entire castle. This could take a while. Alright, guys, and I believe that is now all of those little spiky pillar things done. I have to say that does make these walls look a lot nicer. Look at that. I think I do want to grab a few more materials before I start like building anything else to it. Like I want to grab some light blue glass and maybe some diamond blocks, you know. And I think that's probably everything I need, to be fair. And to be honest, I've been building that castle for so long that I kind of just want to have a little break, you know. First of all, let's add someone into the Hall of Fame. And that person is going to be Ghost Duty MC7898. Let me also give you a glowing sack and your cyan dye. And there you go, another person has been added to the Hall of Fame. And if you guys want to be added to the Hall of Fame, all you guys got to do is comment below your YouTube usernames and whatever dye you want to put inside. The next episode, I'll choose someone else, and literally might just be you. Alright, let's explore Mantle of Mayhem, shall we? There is a new weapon in Minecraft, the spear, and these can come into every single variant. You got the wooden one, you got like a stone one, you got the iron one, you got the copper one, you got the gold one, diamond, and the netherite one. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. These things are really cool how they work, so we're going to upgrade it to netherite, obviously, but before we do that, let's enchant it. It's been a while since I've enchanted anything in this world, I can't even lie. Punch free, there we go, that'll do. I think this is the first time I've actually came here to get levels itself, not just repair my tools. There we go, a fully maxed out mace. That's not a mace. A fully maxed out spear. And then we can upgrade it to netherite and boom! Oh yeah, I never named my copper golem. There you go, Mr. Sorter. Now let's rename it to Corruption's Sharp Stick. Let's try this thing out, you know. You do the lunge attack. Oh no! Let's get out of trouble with creepers. Yeah, you can run away and lose all my hunger bars. Oh my god, I'm getting beaten up. Maybe I'm just really bad at using this thing. There we go. The faster you go, the more damage it does, which is quite cool. I'm not a massive fan of how much hunger it uses up. It's turning daytime, so back to bases, we have another feature to show off, which involves a netherite ingot. And I don't have any spare netherite, so just don't tell anyone that I stole a block of netherite from the beacon. Hello, Mr. Horse. Let me just, you know, take your armor off. Because now, guys, we can now craft netherite horse armor. Yes, finally. There we go. I should get a zombie horse and put it in here. I think that'd be really cool. I just realised one of these horses isn't even named, so there you go, Skeleton. It's skeleton, but without an E. I don't have a spear chest, so let's just rename some chests in here as well. I want to sort this place out a bit more. I feel like all the horse armors can just go in one chest. Yeah, there we go. And then this one can now be Nautilus armor. So Nautilus armor comes in copper, iron, gold, diamond, and netherite. But the thing is, diamond Nautilus armor is like ridiculously rare. It's like 1% chance. That's like 100 ocean ruin chests, which is quite a lot. We'll see what we can find, I guess. Now I also create a chest over here for spears. Now I'm going to grab a couple of saddles. I think it's also probably best if I go into the nether. And now let's fly all the way to the desert. And look at that, guys. We already have ourselves the Parched. This is the brand new desert variant of the skeleton. And he'll shoot weakness arrows, which is nice. Aha! The camel husk. He spawns with two riders. He's got the Parched and a husk. And the husk is a flipping spear. Let's just take them out. There we go. Now, if you put a saddle on it, you can ride this thing just like a camel. You know what? I'm just going to leave him. He can keep my saddle. The next mob that we want to find is the new Nautilus. And also the zombie Nautilus with its variant, the coral zombie Nautilus. We also need to grab some pufferfish to tame them. Well, we've already found a Nautilus. I guess we can have a nice look at this guy whilst we wait for pufferfish. No! Ow, I'm being attacked by a dolphin. Get speared. Let's go. We put a saddle on him. And we can ride him. We get the new effect, Breath of the Nautilus, which basically gives you infinite water breathing. Obviously you can mine blocks with this guy. I'm pretty sure you can also like go up. Yeah, look at that. We shall take off his saddle. We'll come back for it one day. Because now we need to find the actual Nautilus armor to put on him. And that spawns in buried treasure ocean ruins, and shipwrecks. So we're gonna have to find some of those. Shipwreck, this might have already been moved, but we'll find out. Oh, it hasn't. Nice. We have ourselves our first treasure map. Aha! Another treasure map. The first one that we found is somewhere over here. It might be in this cave. I don't even know if I can find this one. I might just bin it off, to be honest. And the second map is somewhere around here. Oh my god, I dug into it straight away. Alright, there's nothing in here though. I think I mentioned this before, guys, but this is like the biggest coral reef I've ever found. This whole ocean is coral reef. Like, look at the size of it. This is going to take so long, so I think what I'm going to do, guys, is just come back when I find something cool. Enjoy me opening a bunch of chests. There we go, guys. I found one of the Nautilus armors, the copper one. The most common one, so that's fun. Oh hey look, it's a random ice castle I've just found. When did that get added to the game? I knew there'd be ruins in this ocean. That's why I came over here. Another copper Nautilus armor. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Please tell me there's milk in here. Oh, there is. Okay. I could have just had that ages ago. Oh my god! Oh, you guys don't even know how rare that is. Let's go! I was not expecting to find diamond Nautilus armor so quickly. Let's put these two in there. Why have it diamond when we can make it Netherite Nautilus armor? That's insane. I cannot believe we just found that quickly. I still really want to find the zombie Nautilus. Let's see if we can find one of those first before we do anything else. Aha! There it is! Let's just kill this guy. There we go! The zombie Nautilus. Look how cool this guy is. I think you can also tame him the same way as you can the normal Nautilus with the pufferfish, right? Yeah, you can. And you can ride him and put Netherite Nautilus armor on. Yeah, that is just really cool. Because he's tamed, he's going to be here forever. But now I want to find the zombie horse, because I want to get one. Because the zombie horse actually does burn in the sunlight, you have to have armor on him at all times. So let's get another Netherite horse armor. It's been quite an expensive episode, all this Netherite stuff. And it's turning daytime. Well, I guess we'll have to look tomorrow night for a zombie horse. Surely we can tonight, right? Come on, tonight's tonight. There it is! Let's go! Let's just kill this guy on top of it without killing the zombie horse. This could be pretty difficult, actually. I'm gonna pop it open. Ah! Go away, Phantom. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Please tame, please tame, please tame. There we go. Creeper! No! No! Let's also put the Netherite horse armor on you. Let's get you back to base. Oh yeah, we can also show off another really cool feature. Oh yeah, horses can now go over water and I won't get you off. I'm gonna get... Oh. That was unexpected. I don't like phantoms. They're the worst mob in Minecraft. Alright, and here we go. Back home, safe and sound. And guys, drop some names for this guy in the comments. Anyway, that was everything that the update has to offer. So, let's get back to building the castle. I think the next thing I'm going to do is build these towers up here. Just like I kind of did with these ones. It's going to be kind of similar, but this is a weird shape. And I'm out of blue ice. I think what I'm going to have to do is just mine a bunch of ice and craft it. Saying that though, I just found like 49 by accident. Oh wait, all of this is blue ice. I just found an absolute jackpot right here. This may be the biggest blue ice iceberg I've ever seen. I have mined so much blue ice. Look how much I have. Back to adding it to these towers. And then now it's time for the normal packed ice. And after the packed ice, I'm going to add normal ice. What the hell is going on? What the hell is that? I just saw like some black figure in the sky over there. That kind of scared me. What is going on here? Why is it pointing down there? Anyway, towers are built. So now it's time for the mega tower in the middle. And I have no idea how I'm going to do this. Oh, black thing's back again. It's pointing towards the mobs. Like it's being controlled by something in the sky. Oh.
See, mobs don't even attack me. They only attack you. I'm in control of them.
Let's bring these walls up a little bit further. Okay, so this is what I've built up so far. I might just want to build these walls going over here, maybe. I think I'm just going to connect this as like a circle up here somehow. And I know this isn't exactly a circle, but I think that's probably the best I can do. And down here, I just need to make this sort of connect up a little bit better. Yeah, I think something like that will do. And now the next thing that I'm going to do is obviously build this up really high. And of course, that includes making a nice fade up. Oh, poo, that's a long drop. Alright, I think this is probably how tall it's going to be. Let's just see how this looks. 3, 2, 1. I feel like it's a bit... No, it's actually alright to be fair. I thought it looked a little bit big, but to be fair, that is actually quite cool. I want to somehow add diamond blocks, and I was thinking right here, and also some kind of railing to stop you from falling off, so maybe just some ice like that. Adds a nice little bit of blue there, that's quite cool. I'll probably add a few more diamond blocks to this fountain when I build that. I kind of forgot about it, to be honest. Speaking of the fountain, let's just build that now, you know? Let's just fill this bottom part here with normal ice. It was supposed to be warm, but obviously it's so cold here, it just froze over. And I kind of want some like things going out here, also just add some more ice ice in the second level, and then maybe blue ice, and a diamond block. Something like that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's really annoying how this is all just snow here. It looks absolutely awful. So I'm gonna change that. It's gonna take a little while, but I'm gonna change it all to be ice. It's annoying because this only happened because of some like glitch chunk or something. Alright, and there we go. Now the area looks much cleaner. Wait a second. Yeah, maybe I should just remove this part too, actually. There we go. Now that looks a lot nicer. So now I'm gonna start doing some kind of interior because, well, this is the current interior. My plan is to have some kind of cool like staircase in the middle here that then leads you up there. I don't really know what stairs I'm going to use because, I mean, are there any blue stairs in Minecraft? I guess you got prismarine. Or I could just make the stairs blocks. Yeah, maybe that's a better idea. Also, I have no idea what I'm going to do for lighting because obviously ice melts. I'll start the stairs at the back here and I'll make them 5 wide. I'm going to have to grab some more ice for this. Oh no, my lights are broke. I think I have a spare one in here, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay guys, so I've kind of built some kind of design for these stairs. It's kind of a weird design. You go up here and you can turn left or right. And yes, mobs are spawning in here in a moment. It worked out better than I thought. And I think something else I want to do is build another one of those snowflakes, but like right in here on the floor. So let's see if I can do that. Something like that I think we'll do. And I think also right at the back here on a nice big window so we can have a lot of light in here. Yeah, something like that. Maybe I could give it an outline in snow. And then like another outline made of blue ice. Now I'm going to craft a bunch of light blue stained glass panes and place them all in this little gap. And then maybe on these walls a few more windows, but like slightly smaller ones. Alright, and then let's do this exact same thing on the other side. And there we go guys. Also, I just did a bit of research and apparently soul torches doesn't melt ice, and same with soul lanterns. And they would kind of fit perfectly because they're blue. I'm just going to head back to base and also grab some more materials that I'm going to need for like some interior stuff. I think 3.5 stacks will be plenty of these soul torches. In one of the towers I do plan on having a bedroom, and those are a few bits for the bedroom. And then another one will also be an enchanting room, and those are a few pieces for that. And I also want kind of like a utility kind of area, so I'll grab a few materials for that. And then the final tower, there'll be like a furnace kind of room. Alright, and now I believe I have everything that I need. So I think the first thing I'll do is definitely place some lights in here. And yeah, I guess the ice doesn't melt. However, mobs are still spawning, which means more lights need to be added. And I think up here it'd be really cool to like, make some giant windows right here. Something just like that. Something that would be really cool as well is somehow making like a giant chandelier in the middle maybe. I think now I kind of want to work on these towers in these corners. And I want to build some like nice entranceway to them. Something like that maybe. Or maybe I could stick out those two a little bit more and have a lantern hanging down. Now let's do the other 3. And with those entrances built, let's start building some staircases inside of them. Now to figure out how to do a spiral staircase made out of ice. Alright guys, so here's what I've managed to build. This staircase goes up here, does a couple turns, and then eventually it gets to this floor so you can have a nice little lookout, and then it goes up a little bit further, and this will be where the room is. And before I build this bedroom, I want to build this exact same setup on the rest of the 3 sides. And that is now staircase number 2 done, and that is now the 3rd one done, and finally the final tower. Now that these are built, before I start building the rooms, there is one more thing I want to do in here, and that is just to add some windows. And I think for the windows, I'm going to have 4 in each tower, just like this. I've also decided to put the glass panes in the outside blocks, and it isn't connected to the stairs right here. And then that's how they look from the outside. So now let's build that and the other 3 towers. And those are the windows on tower number 2. I just realised on this tower there is a wall connecting up, so there won't be a window at the bottom here. And those are the windows on tower number 3 done. And finally the 4th tower window is now done. And to be fair, that adds a nice something to those towers. But obviously we're not done yet. We still have to build the rest of the interior. So let's start off with the bedroom, bed, lantern, flower pot, and right here a full set of diamond armor, candles. Let's hope it doesn't melt the ice. I think that will probably do for the bedroom. I probably add some cool chain thing coming down with another light and some carpet and stuff. But now let's do the enchanting room, crafting table, and a chest. And I don't have an anvil because I don't have any iron. That is that for now. Never mind, it's not even level 30. And then this one over here will be like the utility area. Alright, so I think this will do for like the utility kind of area. I will probably get an anvil and put some level 1 on there and put a mushroom in there. We'll have to go back to base to grab extra stuff. And finally, the last tower will be some kind of like smelting room. So let's just have some furnaces in here. Something like that probably. Alright, so I'm now just going to go back to base and grab all the extra stuff I need. And with those 2 anvils, I think that's everything I need. So let's go back to the castle, place down a few bits and bobs. And then I want to build like a mini chandelier kind of thing. So I'm thinking like all the way up here, I'll just fill this in, something like this. And I think it'll be really cool to use some end rods somehow. Yeah, something like that. Let's do that another 3 times. And with that done, guys, there's just one final thing I want to do to the entire castle. And that is to build a nice grand chandelier up there. I think I'll go down to about there, and I'll go out in each direction. I'm gonna run out of fences. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with some more fences. I've got 48, that should be plenty. Up here I'll add some end rods, and it'll go down even further. Right, and then back up here I'll also add some lanterns, and also down here too. Then I'll make it go down even further with one final lantern. Now, does that actually look good? Yeah, I believe, guys, that is it. Now, there is still the problem with mob spawning down here, and I had to spam a bunch of torches down. Maybe I could just do something where I go underneath. Alright, so I've just kind of added some torches in the floor here. I'm not really too sure if I like it, but I mean, it works. I'm gonna have one more trip back to base, and I was about to say I'll chuck away all of this stuff into the auto sorter. Then I just remembered there's a load of shulker boxes that I didn't pick up. All of this stuff back here from the very beginning of the episode. I just realized something else. The remains from that polar bear from the very beginning. Let's add an item frame there, and an item frame there, and let's add this one inside of the kitchen for no reason at all. Alright, now we're done. Now we can put all this stuff away. And yeah, I really do hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and of course I really do hope you guys did have a good Christmas. And just like all castles, guys, I feel like this needs a name. How about Castle of Glass? Yeah, Castle of Glass sounds cool. Anyway, peace!